everybody, this is Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I'm excited to share with you some projects and some ideas on some layouts and spreads in my planners and my notebooks using a collection that I was really happy to put together. I was inspired by the serenity of the season in Japan, the gorgeous cherry blossoms, the gardens there and the zen-like quality that those have, the tranquility of it all, and especially with that mixing in a unique color palette that is black and gray and corals and pinks and reds. And it turned out just beautiful. So the first thing that I wanted to show you is my planner spread. And I'm going to show you some daily and weekly spreads in my planner and some in some of the notebooks. And then I'm also going to show you a fun way to layer stamps with patterned paper. Got a fun little technique for that. And then some reflective journaling. So we're going to just kind of cover a number of things here. And I'm excited to show you those ideas, as well as a few little tips and tricks along the way. So the first one that I'm showing you is a spread in my planner, and I use daily pages. I can't handle small daily pages. I need lots of room to write. So I have a 2-page spread here that I use, that I can break down the columns and really kind of fine tune my day. And it really helps keep me on track. I love that. And always love to have some stickers handy. I like to have lots of notepads and things like that handy as well. And one of the ways that I do that is I love to use pockets. And the Cocoa Daisy Planner Kit actually came with a couple of these adhesive backed pockets. I took some of the cardstock with this beautiful pattern on it here. You can see it's got the cherry blossoms on this side, and then the larger picture of the cherry blossoms, almost with a mountain scene. It's so pretty. And then this one is of a fan. This is the larger pocket. I put that on so I can tuck in some of my stickers. I have a little, a beautiful little pen and ink stamp test card I can put in there. I can tuck in some of my sticky notes. I can tuck in a few sheets of my notepad. So it makes it super handy to have that. You can even use that as a bookmark or a page marker if you add the tab to it. Makes it super easy and convenient for me to use with my daily pages. And then just some stickers with the dates. There's some fun little icon stickers that I've used as well. So easy peasy to do. I can always add some more of the pet stickers on here. I do a little stamping. I love this in the notepad that you could stamp off the sections for your day. One of the other things you could do is you can always wrap a little washi tape around a card and tuck it in there so you have a nice flat surface and not add a lot of bulk to your planner as well. The other thing I wanted to show you is how you could use one of like a mini notebook. And I've got my big clip here to keep that open, easier to write. Just added a little note section. Maybe I want to jot down some of my goals. Little die cut sticker there and layered that, and that was really fun as well. And that's just kind of a way that you could use a notebook. You could take this, it's nice and small, and tuck it in your planner. I love that. Or in like your pencil pouch if you want to do that. So it's a nice way to be able to use both. So you've got your daily, and then but you can also keep some special things going on as far as your goals or extra notes. This is a good one to throw in your purse too. One thing I love about spring is it's a time for rebirth and that whole sense of newness and reflection. To me, there's nothing better than sitting in the garden or sitting on my deck in the morning with a cup of coffee and looking down over the backyard and seeing all the birds and looking at my garden. That is just my absolute happy place. And with that, I wanted to record that a little bit. So if you like to do lists or you like to do journaling, it kind of goes with that. So there is a note card that comes in our journaling kit, and it has all of these great prompts. And one of them talks about happiness is. And I'm like, you know what? That is a great jumping off point for a journaling section. And I also love to stamp in my notebooks or in my planner. And so I thought it was kind of fun to actually take that as inspiration to create this kind of journal entry. So I took the happiness is, I stamped that with an alpha stamp set. And I thought about just a few things, like what is happiness to me? And I kind of centered on, again, with that whole springtime feel, because that's what this collection is about. And that's what it evokes for me anyway. And so I just added the happiness is here using the alpha stamp set. I taped the little note card in here. I thought it was so pretty just with a little bit of washi tape. I used some rub-ons just to kind of fill in the space a little bit. And then I don't know about you, but I do love to always add pictures to everything. I love the interest of it. I love the memories of it. I love the recording those memories that comes along with that. And so that's why I created this spread. And then I used a photograph in there of my little pup. Like I mentioned, that to me is happy as sitting on the deck in the morning. And so I just wrote out 7 things centered around kind of springtime and that newness and all of that beautiful vibes that you're getting from this collection, this Serenity Collection. And I added that in there, and it's a great inspiration, I feel like. But it was really easy to do, and I feel like I could keep adding more entries in here. I think it would almost be kind of neat to jump off from this and do, you have happiness is, gratitude is, kindness is. You could do all of these different words, add a photograph, and it would only have to be a couple things. You wouldn't have to do a long list each time. And then add some rub-ons. Again, some of the beautiful, beautiful artwork and everything in here. I think that would be a really fun thing to do. And then you'd have a notebook of all of that. It would be really, really neat. So just as a mention, the products featured in this are from the journaling kit. And then I also used the uppercase stamp set from our Serenity stamp subscription. There is a lowercase as well that is a la carte, but so you can get that from our stamp subscription. But everything else you see here was from the journaling kit. So I just shared with you a fun way to journal and keep those thoughts written down. We're going to go back to planning this time. And I had so much fun creating this because I kind of incorporated my love of making layouts and layers and all of those sorts of things along with creating a weekly spread for my planning. And the way that I did that, and I love how this turned out, and this was so much fun to do. And I'm going to share with you a neat little trick on how to create these little die cut stamps as well. So one of the things, this is using some items from the deluxe journaling kit, and that always includes some vellum and some textured paper of some sort. And I really wanted to use that and make some fun layers. That's probably my favorite thing to do when I do any sort of crafting is find unique ways to add some layering and texture in what I create. And I tore it's almost like crepe paper, right? You know, like the crepe paper that you would get for decorating for a party. And it came in a sheet. It didn't tear really well. It's actually surprisingly kind of strong. But I found if I kind of cut it jaggedly and then kind of folded and scrunched and just kind of played with it, I got some great texture out of it. And I took a couple of pieces of that and I laid that down. But the other thing that I really wanted to do is add this centerpiece that's smaller than the other pages. So it's almost like a separate little section within a section. And the easiest way that I did that is to just take 2 of the pages and just cut them down. I left them intact as far as the binding, and then I just cut them down. And it worked out really, really well. And I like how it turned out. So then I have this separate little section inside. So I just cut away the extra. Was very careful to leave it intact as far as, like I said, like the binding. I rounded the corners. And then I just mapped out what would be a week on there. I used some day stickers and added those. And because, you know, you have your weekend here, you could go thinner if you wanted to. This is an A5 size, by the way. But I usually don't have as much going on the weekends, so I just took that one and sectioned it off. And that gave me 3 equal parts, which worked out really well. I added a little tab on there with a rub-on that says this week. This gorgeous artwork was on here, but I did add these as a rub-on. I stamped the dates on there using a pretty blush pink that I thought went with everything. And then I just started adding my layers, right? So I knew I wanted that to be for the week. And these sides, yes, you could maybe jot some notes if you wanted to, but for me it was more kind of decoration, right? So I just went all out with the decoration. I added some black paint splatters. I did some foil on here, some rub-ons, some die cuts. Over here, there is another sticker, the clear pet stickers. These are so pretty. Added, that's where that one's from. And then one of the sticky notes, and I used some rub-ons on that as well. So you have this side that you can write some notes, and you have this side, I used some of the alpha stickers. You could also use alpha stamps if you wanted to just add some more things that I would maybe want to prep for a weekly reminders, to just another way to use that space. But then that left me with all of this beautiful space to kind of do whatever I wanted. And one of the things I loved is this set of postage stamps. And I wanted a fun way to incorporate some more of the gorgeous patterns and colors in that were in this collection. And so what I did, this is a pretty simple little technique. So I just stamped on some spare paper. I just stamped them on some white cardstock. And then what you do is you go in and you stamp again on a pattern paper. Then all you do is you cut out that inside part just like this. I'm just going to do this real quick and show you. So you're getting rid of the outside. You're just doing the inside. And then you would glue that down and you end up with that super cute little stamp. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a little foam adhesive to the back of this and layer it up above. I stuck mine right down, and then I just went around again and cut the entire thing out, and then you get another stamp. You have endless die cuts when you do that. So it's a really, really neat little tip on how to use some of that beautiful pattern paper, or if you have the sheets of these sheets of sticker paper that come in the journaling kit, that would be great to cut out and put in the middle of that as well. So a lot of fun ways that you can use those. And then I just tucked them in and added them here and there. And you could even use them as tabs if you wanted to as well. But I loved how this turned out. I loved all the layers. I loved all the texture of it. And this was created using one of the Cocoa Daisy Serenity Collection A5 notebooks, the deluxe journaling kit, and then I also used our stamp subscription alpha set because it had the numbers, and that is what I used there. So that is what I used to create this fun weekly spread. So when I use my week on 2 pages, when I do a weekly spread in my ring bound planner, I love to dress it up with stickers. That's like my go-to thing. I mean, we all love stickers, right? it's so fun to be able to just kind of add some stickers in there, leave room for I do kind of like a brain dump kind of scheduling for the week, appointments and stuff like that's written in here. So I have my daily pages, which I fine tune everything. So it gives me a little bit more room to have fun and decorate. And I love to do that. And I really, really was inspired by the beautiful florals in this collection and on the stickers. In fact, these are all washi stickers. There's a whole roll of them here. So I am going to have so much fun putting stickers on everything. So I have a roll of those. You can see where I used some of them there. The fun round sticky notes, I added that on here, and I put this beautiful, I loved it. It was really, really large. It was one of the Vellum die cuts. And I put that kind of behind. I thought it framed that so pretty. And then we have the days of the week stickers. I added those on there. I added some more of the flowers. I'm thinking about, I love I mean, look at the artwork. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's just so beautiful for spring, and it's so inspiring to see. I would absolutely love to go visit the Japanese gardens someday. I think it would just be so beautiful, especially at springtime. But anyway, so the postcard, I love that. I love the texture of it. I may kind of tuck that in here as well, just like I mentioned before when I was talking about the weekly spread that I created in the notebook. I love to make layers, right? And so I think I may punch that and tuck that in there. It'd be really, really fun. And maybe even to hold some of my Post-it notes or my sticky notes would be kind of neat. There is a little divider page here that is an overlay. There's also vellum. You could do it with a sheet of vellum as well. But I liked the overlay. It actually looks pretty from even from the back, right? I added some more of those awesome stickers on here. And there's a pen loop. So this has adhesive on the back, which I have not stuck it to anything yet. I will probably stick it to, like, I would do something heavier like a dashboard or a heavy piece of acrylic. But it's kind of fun because it holds your pen and you can stick that on there. But I just wanted to kind of show you that, because a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use a highlighter with that maybe as well. And then I have plenty of room for pens and highlighters and all of those sorts of things. But trust me when I say I'm not done putting stickers in here. I feel like I'm probably going to add more. I loved the black and white cherry blossoms, and there's some on here, so I'll probably continue that. I may do a little bit of stamping in here. So lots of fun ways to dress up your weekly pages. And that is a look at all of the projects that I have created. This one was created using the stationery kit. Obviously, you can use it. It's stickers and goodies. You can use it for anything. I used it for my weekly pages. So yes, these are all items from the stationery kit, and then this is the A5 insert that I'm using as well. Just want to thank you all very, very much for joining me and taking a look at a few of the projects that I created using the Serenity Collection from Cocoa Daisy. Please make sure that you hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to know, what are some of your favorite spring journaling ideas or techniques? What's inspiring you this spring? I would love to read your comments. I love to find out what you're enjoying and what is inspiring you. But again, make sure you hit like, subscribe, leave me a little comment. I would appreciate it.